bricks on the ground.
They're all over the city.
Are they trying to get us to throw them or something?
No, they're just still leftovers.
Leftovers from Katrina?
Things are just still randomly here. Probably just pick it up and see. I mean, there's an oyster shell. What the fuck is it doing here?
I know sometimes at protests they'll roll in a bunch of, like a pile of bricks to try and convince people to throw them. Not here. I'm sure mine is too.
It's nasty.
I'm sure mine is too underneath the scalp.
Yeah.
God, there's still no end.
Oh, she's ready. The purple shirt and the red button.
Take back my king and stand.
Yeah, I saw that. I pointed out to you in
I
chat.
didn't see it. You got a picture of it? You'll have to share your pictures.
Well, I'm vlogging, I guess. But I'll send you a picture.
I first saw y'all and I was like, what? Tin Man. That's what you made me say.
Yeah, okay. Janet regularly tends to be with the city business. Yeah.
He's dragging his flag.
Well, there's not much he can really do. These things are heavy.
Sometimes I hate people, but times like this I love people. We'll never be.
Must be a oh, goody goodness.
Oh, It's gonna rain. Look at the rain coming.
See, I should have brought my name.
What the fuck is on my leg? Oh, he's just a spider. Hello, my guy. He's gone.
In the shade, but
Yeah, I've been recording for almost 4 minutes.
record everything I said. And we're standing in the shade with the old people. Stayed at the bar. Never saw Glenda the Good Witch again either. When I'm drinking at SFF, it's still sucks. That was amazing. It's like I want my alter ego to be that. Are you still recording? Are you going to be like editing this? Hi, FF. Hi, FF.
So with that, I just want to say, this is everyone showed up today and met the moment. This is a movement. It doesn't end today. In so many ways, we are just getting started and we need each other now more than ever. We may not agree on everything, but we know that this democracy is worth defending, and that's why we're here. So, quickly, I want to thank Indivisible NOLA, Metairie Indivisible, our friends at Citizens for the Constitution was a sponsor today. Wouldn't have happened without them. And our local chapter of International Alliance of Theatrical Stage Employees, quite the mouthful, guys. They made the stage and production and sound system happen. It wouldn't have happened without them today, guys, so thank you so much. But moreover, you all need to thank yourselves. You showed up. You showed up to defend your rights. You showed up to defend this democracy. So give yourselves a hand, everyone. So we have about a 30-minute program for you. And it's going to close out with our musical talents from our queen, Dusky Waters. So look forward to that. Stick around for it. And with that, I'm going to ask my new friend, Margaret, from Citizens of the Constitution, to tell us how we can defend ourselves in these troubling times.
Oh, wow, the view. Look at y'all. This is what patriotism looks like. This is the real thing. All those tanks and howitzers that are going to roll down Constitution Avenue tonight. No. They are the trappings of one small-minded, small-fingered, arrogant man Those rumbling tanks, those street-crushing howitzers, those monument-rattling military vehicles do not hold a fraction of the power in this slim document. This is our Constitution. And this is why the president is holding his big, ugly display tonight, because he is afraid of this. He is afraid of the constraints that it puts on his power, and he wants to make a military show that frightens you into forgetting about his limitations. Are you going to forget? No! Our Constitution establishes 3 co-equal branches of government, and it vests the power to control all of them in you. We, the people of the United States of America. That is why the great Justice Brandeis said, the most important office in this country is the office of citizen. That is why Elon Musk tried to buy votes for $1 million apiece. You may feel that our country is up for sale right now. Is it? No! This document says that our country cannot be bought or sold. But here is the kicker. Only if you prevent it. So raise up your mighty voices. Exercise your mighty rights. Cast your mighty ballots. Call upon Congress. Remind them they are not a tool of this administration. They are a separate body of government answerable to you. Over on our citizens' table, we have these cards for one of the most powerful members of Congress now, the majority leader, Steve Scalise, who represents most of us in Louisiana. Call him. Tell him to come down here. Forget the big, beautiful bill. Come answer to us about our concerns. Answer our questions. This is what we want you to do. They've got their MAGA. We got our Make America Follow the Constitution again. You know what that stands for? Motherfucker. Make America follow the Constitution. Thank you all. Give it up. Give it up for yourselves.
Thank you, Margaret. Thank you very much. Okay, so this is embarrassing, but our second speaker, I haven't found her yet. So if Tia Fields or Lauren from the Young Dems are here, you're up. No? No, okay. You want to go on? Yeah. Yeah, so give us a minute. Let us get reorganized over here. Apologies. But yeah, Tia Fields or Lauren Lozelle from Young Dems. But what we might do is have Dusty Waters come up here and play her musical musical talents for us while we find our speakers. And thank you, Dusty, for being so flexible.
How we doing, everybody? Oh my goodness, it is amazing to see all of you out here together today, resisting and standing up for the country that we know we can have and that we believe in, because what is happening right now is not what the United States of America is about. Well, I was thinking today, if you don't know me, my name is Dusky Waters. I am a songwriter, a singer, and I'm also the executive director of Black Americana Fest. And at Black Americana Fest, we always say that there is power in knowing where you come from. And so I want to talk a little bit about where I come from in the hopes that we can all think about the legacy of freedom that's been left to us to protect. So I come from a great-great-grandfather who was born enslaved, emancipated, and dared to dream of something different, moving to Arkansas to build a new life. And I come from a grandmother who walked into a segregated school in southern Arkansas and dared to learn anyway. And I come from an auntie who had to integrate white schools as a black teacher in the 1950s and dared to teach anyway. And I come from a mother who was the only black doctor and the only woman doctor in her clinic in the Deep South, and she dared to provide care anyway. And I myself was a student who, decades after the 1957 integration crisis at my high school, Little Rock Central High, was still one of the only black students in the room, and I dared to speak up anyway. We come from a people who faced down the fires of white supremacy and empire and still built families, music, movements, and joy. And while I'm not from New Orleans originally, this is my adopted beautiful home. We also, yes, we also all share its legacy of resistance. So I want to call on today us to honor the ancestors who gathered in Congo Square, who moved, drummed, and remembered their freedom even when it was denied. And I want to honor the way that we gather together, the way that we second line, not just in celebration, but to carry each other through. This is tradition and it's living resilience. So when I ask myself, how do I find the courage to speak up, to sing out, to show up for justice? It's my ancestors that I turn to. Because if they could live through those times and still create beauty, still resist, still dance, then so can we. So today, we are doing more than just marching. We are making joy loud, unbothered, undeniable joy. And our joy is resistance. Our hope is our protest. And for me especially, music is a weapon that never rusts. So we are in this moment sitting between Pride and Juneteenth, reminding ourselves that our liberation is intersectional. It is unfinished and it must be protected. We are reminding that living unapologetically in our truth and identities is not just brave, it is necessary. So I asked everyone today, what is the legacy of resilience that you come from? What is the joy that you are choosing to carry forward? Because one day we will be the ancestors and we get to decide right now what we're leaving behind. Are we leaving a legacy of fascism, racism, homophobia, and misogyny? Are we leaving a place where workers are ripped from their jobs by immigration enforcement agents, where families are torn apart in broad daylight, and where children are left crying at school without their parents? Because no one is illegal on stolen land. We are here today to protect our legacy of joy, hope, liberation, community, and a real democracy. And this is our choice, and we make it in how we choose to show up every day for each other and for our freedom. So I want you to give it up one more time for yourselves for showing up today. And I'd like to close out with a song that I hope you'll help me sing. This is a song that my auntie taught me sitting beside me in the pews of my church as a little girl. This is a song that became the heartbeat of the civil rights movement, and its message is extremely relevant today. So I'd love to lead you in singing "We Shall Overcome." We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand. We'll walk hand in hand someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We are not afraid. We are not afraid. We are not afraid today. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. I want to tell people that we're here today because Donald Trump, I know you don't like him, I hate him. He is a dictator, He's ruining the country. He doesn't believe in democracy. He believes in dictatorship. That's why we're here. I agree with everything that was said on this platform and the singing, but we're not all black people. We're black, and we know you don't. You do not. Thank you. What we're here.
Because she keeps talking about
And we're going to sing one more chorus of We Shall Overcome because we're not here about that today. This day is for everybody. Our liberation is entwined. And when we are free, everyone is free. So we're not here for any of that mess today. So if you'll please join me one more time and we shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. Love you, New Orleans. Thank you.
Hey, y'all. I know you're hot and tired, and I love the look of this crowd. And those of you who are in the shade, if you wouldn't mind moving to the center so the media sees New Orleans proud. So I'm Cynthia, and I am with Indivisible NOLA, and I am happy to introduce our next speaker. This is Lauren Loisel. She is with Young Democrats of Louisiana. We need them, don't we? So give her a good New Orleans welcome.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for being out here. Like Cynthia said, I'm with the Young Democrats of Louisiana. We have spent the last year really trying to ramp up what we're doing and get folks involved because we are all here fighting the same fight. No matter where you are in this country right now today, we all have the same issues on our plate. And when we go home and we go to sleep at night, the things that keep us up, they're all the same right now, honestly. But what I really want to talk about today is how we're all here to say no to bullies. I think that's a really simple thing, right? It's really not that crazy. But, you know, we don't bend the knee to billionaires, to liars, to racists, to rapists. Like, why would we do that? You know, the country doesn't belong to a king, especially somebody like Trump. It belongs to all of us. It belongs to New Orleans. It belongs to the people. Right now, as far as I know, Trump is rolling literal tanks through Washington, D.C. He's wasting tens of millions. He's wasting tens of millions of our taxpayer dollars to celebrate himself like some third-rate dictator. So we're out here doing what we know how to do best, what New Orleans knows how to do best. We're fighting back with something different, y'all. We're fighting back with joy, with pride, with people power. With everything that the MAGA right hates about New Orleans. We're here with that joy, but do not mistake our joy for weakness or ignorance. No, we know exactly where we are in this country and what at risk we are. And that's why we're all here today. That's why this turnout has been so incredible, because we all know exactly what's going on. Today is our counter parade. It's our chance to say no. It's our rejection. Because if Donald Trump thinks he can crown himself a king while we stay silent, he's got another fucking thing coming, y'all. Thank you.
I think she did just puke.
Okay, are y'all tired of chanting? No hate, no fear, Immigrants are welcome here.
No hate, no fear. 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 Immigrants are welcome here.
Woo. Okay. Yeah. It's hard to stop, isn't it? Okay, I want to introduce Tia Fields now, and she is with Louisiana Organization for Refugees and Immigrants. So please welcome her. I don't know about y'all, but I like my ice crushed. All right, y'all, so in the spirit of Assata Shakur, I want to say it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to win. We must love and protect one another. The only thing we got to lose is what? These chains. We just wrapped up the legislative session, and there are 6 bills sitting on Governor Landry's desk right now that is targeting our immigrant neighbors and families. So I'm going to do a quick rundown. The first bill is Senate Bill 15. All right, this bill is looking to expand malfeasance in office and obstruction of justice. How we're rallying right now and speaking for our families, they want to penalize that. All right, the next one is Senate Bill 100. This bill is wanting to report if you apply for any type of state agency benefits and your status is not able to be verified, they want to put you on a list to be sent to the Attorney General's office, the Secretary of the State. We have House Bill 307, which is another reporting factor. This looks like our family and friends applying for free reduced lunch for their U.S. citizen children. It looks like our veterans applying for retirement benefits. It looks like those individuals who are here on DACA and TPS status getting what's rightfully due to them, but being reported if they cannot provide the proper documentation. We have House Bill 436, which actually was signed by Governor Landry. It is now going to be called Act 17. This deals with automobile insurances. So any illegal alien, as it is stated in the language, if you were involved in a car accident, you can no longer recuperate any type of funds. House Bill 554. This deals with all of our friends who are here legally but are non-U.S. citizens. This is going through the Office of Motor Vehicles. This bill will place a restriction code on an individual's state ID or driver's license, alerting individuals that they are not U.S. citizens. So what I will say is that some of these bills will be taken in effect as soon as Governor Landry signs them, such as Senate Bill 100. Senate Bill 15 will take place on August 1st. What I will say is that it is our duty to fight for our freedom. It is our duty to fight for ourselves. It is our duty to fight for our own liberation. Down, down with deportation.
Down, down with deportation.
Up, up with liberation.
Up with liberation.
My name is Tia Fields. Peace, love, and blessings to you all. Okay, guys, I'm the last speaker. Okay, so I want to do a shout out to every single person who showed up on this hot, steamy day. Go New Orleans! Woo! No other city has done us up. I'll tell you what, this is New Orleans proud. I want to say that I really appreciate Indivisible NOLA for putting this on. So let's give them a round of applause. I also want to tell you about an opportunity to do something like this on maybe a little bit smaller scale. So every Wednesday in front of ICE field office on Poydras, we have a protest at noon. Every Wednesday, rain or shine. We are fed up with what they're doing. It is a peaceful protest, but we are in front of ICE on Poydras, and come join me there any Wednesday. I'll be looking for all your faces. Oh, okay, I lied, I'm not the last speaker. One more just showed up. Angela, who's a fair housing advocate. She's with HUD and Medicaid. She's going to talk about that. Is that right?
We change place and no harm.
What?
She can introduce herself.
She's going to introduce herself.
Okay. All right.
Housing is a human right.
Housing is a human right. I was in in the back with the Free Palestine contingent, Free Palestine. So inspired by our lovely singer, I decided to, partly I was also standing off to the side thinking about what I wanted to say, because all of these things are connected. And originally Frank asked me here to speak about issues for working people, poor people, unhoused people. I've spent most of my life working with unhoused people. My dad was unhoused for most of my life. He has since passed. But I just wanted to share also where I come from to emphasize the extent to which all of these things are interconnected, and all of them rest upon the structures of white supremacy. And until we can see that within ourselves and within our systems and within this city every day, from the displacement of workers from their housing for short-term rentals, from the displacement of unhoused people from camps so that they can build a Top Golf that, I'm sorry, we cleared that camp 18 months ago and there's no Top Golf. Why was it such a rush to displace homeless, disabled people? So I'm just going to share a little bit about where I come from. I come from something inextricable from white supremacy. Both of my grandparents were victims of forced labor during World War II under the Nazi regime. They were both captured from Poland due to Polish ethnic cleansing, back when Polish people were viewed as not the white people that the Third Reich wanted them to be. My grandma was kidnapped at the post office after she had already left her hometown in Poland to try to seek safety and freedom. And my grandpa was captured fighting with Polish resistance forces. They did both survive. I am here, though they are now dead, but they met in maybe the 5th refugee camp my grandma was in after the war, after she had been liberated by the Allied forces. And my grandpa met her in another camp. This was actually really common at the time, that people who had never even known each other before the war would meet, marry, have children in camps. My grandma was in 9 different camps before she was able to come to the United States. She had my dad and his oldest brother. So it was both white supremacy that led my grandparents into that situation, but I would be remiss to say it was also white supremacy that allowed them and not others to come to this country when they did. Under the original version of the Displaced Persons Act, Jewish survivors of the Second World War were not able to come to this country, and it is that same legacy of white supremacy that is leading to so many of the issues we see that we cannot deal with in Palestine, in Congo, in Sudan. All of our liberation is connected. I am both a second generation victim of ethnic cleansing and someone who has benefited from views of the right white person immensely. And I think our ability to confront these things honestly and to see how they still shape not just our world, not just Trump, but long before Trump, the way we treat poor people in our own city, in the New Orleans, the way we have not extended enough benefits to immigrants for a long time. There are states and cities in this country that have extended Medicaid and SNAP to undocumented persons. Louisiana has never done so. New Orleans could also choose to do so if it had wanted. Let's step up our definition of what it means to be a neighbor, of what it means to bring people with us. And I know that there's so many budget cuts I could talk about. There's so many things proposed. If I were to ask you to do one thing, it would be to talk to someone you don't know, who you can clearly see maybe needs some assistance. There are many unhoused people, many opportunities here around these bills, around these protests that we just heard about. I will share one brief positive thing, is that we just defeated 3 bills that would have criminalized and punished homelessness in Louisiana. So those bills were not able to pass, but key to our success was bringing unhoused people with us to the state capitol, letting them speak for themselves. If there are things you're speaking on that you need to reflect on what role you play in it, find out. You know, there are so many times where we're talking about things intangible like budget cuts. Let's also think about all the providers when these families are separated who were never eligible for SNAP and Medicaid due to most of the South not allowing undocumented folks to have those benefits. And now the providers and their families have been stolen from them and are being kept in internment facilities essentially right here in Louisiana. So I would just, we want to see families back together, and we also want to see dignity. I want to see dignity for my unhoused neighbors. I want to see dignity for immigrant families to not only be together as a baseline, but to be given things that many of us take for granted. So I know it's kind of all over the place, but thank you for being here. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Angela. I think a good chant to follow that would be love, not hate, makes America great. 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 Woo! Okay, I hope you guys are all fired up and that you look around and that you see there are a lot of organizations here who are doing good work and they could use help. So a call to action is to talk to somebody here in one of those organizations and find out how you can volunteer. Also, write your congresspeople, be loud, stand up for what you believe in. Okay, and thank you for coming. I want you to know there are 4 exits in the corners here. So have an orderly exit. There's also the main exit on Royal. So as you're leaving, be orderly. Oh, and pick up the trash because we don't have a cleanup crew. So pick up trash as you go, please. Thank you.